Hi friends, welcome to my channel Science is in the Air. So today we are going to talk about 11 different nutritional myths that we have been hearing for several generations. So let us get started. First, wheat bread and whole wheat bread are the same thing. All wheat is not created equal. Look for 100% whole wheat bread on the label and make sure you are getting the healthier part of the whole grain. You will find that wheat bread contains much less fiber than 100% whole wheat bread. So be sure to read the label carefully before buying. Second myth, spinach is very rich in iron. Is it a rich source of iron? No. But is it a source of iron? Yes. So basically there are two types of iron. Heme iron, which is found in animal food, and non-heme iron, which is found in plant food. The body absorbs heme iron better than non-heme iron. While spinach does contain some iron, body does not absorb easily but requires other substance in combination for absorption. Combining vegetables rich in iron with a source of vitamin C can help the body absorb more non-heme iron from foods. Myth number 3, sea salt is healthier than table salt. Well, there isn't much difference between the two. Both consist of same amount of sodium. However, table salt is iodized, which is healthier option as compared to sea salt. Sea salt comes in various sizes, flavors, and colors. So in any case, watch your salt intake, especially if you are at a risk of developing high blood pressure. Fasting can help you lose weight quickly. Fasting is not healthy if you go hungry all day and cap it off with a huge meal that replaces all the calorie you skipped earlier. Starving reduces energy and hence the body goes into conservation mode, burning calories very slowly. You might lose weight initially, but in reality, you will lose muscle mass, which is not healthy option. Bananas and apples are rich in iron because they turn brown. It's true that they are excellent source of fiber, but not iron. Oxidation of phenolic compounds in fruits in the presence of oxygen available from air and the supporting enzyme that has nothing to do with iron. For iron-rich food, turn to dry fruits such as raisins or dry apricot. Papaya should be avoided during pregnancy. An unripe or semi-ripe papaya contains an enzyme called latex. According to various researchers, latex might lead to uterine contraction leading to early labor. But you have to eat papaya in really large quantities to induce it. Hence, eating papaya during pregnancy should be avoided at all cost. Myth number 7. Don't swim or shower after a meal. People believe that swimming or taking bath after a meal is not acceptable, but hardly a few of them know the scientific reason behind this. Right after you have a meal, blood flows to your stomach. And when this happens, digestion is facilitated by blood flow. Swimming and showering might deviate blood flow to other body muscles and lead to cramps, draining your muscles. Next myth. Drinking water in between meals after digestion. Don't you remember your parents telling you not to drink water when you were a child? Indians think that drinking water during meals will affect your capacity to digest the food. The truth is, drinking water simply fills up your tummy and as a result, you tend to eat less. Next myth. Cholesterol is bad. As humans, we need cholesterol for building new cells. So there are two types of cholesterol. One is good and one is bad. So bad cholesterol generally includes cheese, cream, and butter, which is responsible for increase in weight. Whereas there are some good cholesterol which include unsaturated fats which are present in vegetable oils and nuts and seeds. So the bottom line is that cholesterol is good for the health. However, you have to choose the right cholesterol. Myth number 10. Microwaving the food reduces its nutritional value. if you use a little bit of water and cover the vegetables, it will actually help in keeping all the vitamins and minerals intact and steam the vegetable in the best possible manner. Myth number 11. Fruit juice is high in added sugar. In fact, a cup of fruit juice can contain 40 gram of sugar, which is equivalent to 10 teaspoons. Consuming too much sugar increases your risk of many chronic disease, including heart disease and stroke. So the best way to increase your fruit consumption is to eat the whole fruit, which gives you the added benefit of fiber. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe. So thank you friends and have a good day.